In an earlier video, I told you how you can experience amazing insights or aha moments during yoga and meditation. Now, what's interesting is that even when you have these insights, which can feel like earth-shattering revelations, you often let yourself forget them, right? Has that ever happened to you? Now, if you needed to buy some bread or milk on the way home from work, you'd probably write that down. Or if you had a meeting tomorrow, you'd make sure that was in your calendar. But why do so many of us let important insights slip by? If you're like most people, months or even years later, you might get that exact same insight and ask yourself, why didn't I do anything about that? Now, let me tell you why you let that information slip. It's because that insight was pushing you to change. And even though you say you want change, you resist it. You may talk about change, think about it, or even spend a lot of time complaining about your current situation, but do you take action? Let me give you an example. On my very first day in university, I looked around the lecture hall of 350 students and I knew in the core of my being I was in the wrong place. This was not for me. And yet because I was so hell-bent on creating security and stability in my life, I spent the next 12 years of my life studying and pursuing a career that was all wrong for me. And because of this, I paid a huge price emotionally and physically. And I felt like I lost 12 years of my life. Here's how a consistent practice of kundalini yoga and meditation can help. You see, when you have a dedicated practice of yoga and meditation, you develop your intuitive mind. And this part of you is never confused about what to do. And it even knows exactly what to do and when to do it. It doesn't let you act impulsively or act out of fear, and it's not driven by your ego. This is the wisest part of you, and if you can develop it, you'll never be afraid to make those important changes in your life. So, first of all, a regular practice gives you incredible clarity, and that awareness is your very first step to change. And the other thing that's really significant is that you feel different when you do yoga and meditation. And when you feel different, you will act different. If you're feeling physically or emotionally exhausted, where would that energy to create change come from? Even when you get that really important piece of information, that aha insight, you're almost too burnt out to care. And you make up excuses why you can't take action right now. So how are you going to build your energy when your work demands aren't going away, when people always seem to want something from you, or your stress level is so high, or finances seem so tight that the idea of taking time for yourself feels like insanity? Insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting different results. It's time to try something different. And how amazing that you can try something that has guaranteed results. Yoga and meditation when practiced daily are life-changing. And to help make these changes even more profound, I've developed an online series that works through every aspect of your chakra system to give you the clarity, energy, commitment, trust, and faith in yourself to take action and make the changes that you've been putting off for far too long. Sat Nam.